Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Usby Spectra, here with another video on Wayward Terran Frontier. I am super excited. As you can see on the screen, I've got a brand new ship. There's some good news and some bad news. Good news, obviously, is that I got the ship, and I've got an even bigger one that I got all on the same day. Bad news is that my save file got corrupted, but I had made a backup, although it wasn't as recent as I would like, and so I was able to re-get all my stuff that I pretty much already had, which was very lucky. And I got this ship and a new bigger ship, which I will tease at the end of this video for the next ship review. Anyways, let's get into this ship. I wasn't really sure what to call this. This is kind of the very first military, I guess you could say, ship that we've reviewed here on this channel. So I'm tempted to call it the military escort, the basic military escort, or the arrowhead escort, or something, because it looks like an arrowhead, you know. Anyways, it's really cool. It's got 4 guns. You can see the engines in the back. It's got 2 large ones and a whole bunch of small ones, which makes it nice for staying alive in the sense of being able to continually move, even though you're getting hit in the back. As you can see, it turns fairly well. It's able to stop its turn fairly well. If I do the left-click mouse and I stop right here, it stays fairly well on target, which is very nice, and I feel like that's because it's such a nice military ship. And I mean, come on, guys, when we were watching this game in the Kickstarter, if you were one of those people, this is the new art style artwork that we're looking for, and man, does it look good. Anyways, let's get into the inside of the ship. As you can see, it is very nice looking. Let's go to the front first. One thing I do like about this military ship is it does have some decent cargo space for raiding, if you're raiding people for supplies, which is nice to have. I mean, it doesn't have a ton, as you've seen, compared to some of the other ships we reviewed, but it's got a very nice amount. In the front, it's got a forward-facing docking port, which isn't my preference. I find it to be very hard, not only to dock, but to keep it alive so you can dock to a ship that you're trying to capture. It's got 2 of these large thrusters, you could say, in the front, and it's I believe it's got 2 more in the back. Yeah, there we go, 2 more in the back. You got 2 large shield generators. You can see the shields right now. For some reason, in the outward view, I think my air conditioning came on. Sorry, guys. Hope that you don't hear that. For some reason, when I go into the cockpit, you can't see it. I'm assuming you'll be able to see it when I go into battle, which we'll show in here in a second. But anyways, you got 2 generators, which is nice to help keep your shields alive longer, which I did notice when I was taking on the ship. And you've got 2 sensors, I guess you could call them, which I'll show you what that kind of does for you. You can see the turrets. When you're taking on this ship, obviously try to stay away from the front as much as you can so you can keep its docking port alive, which was very hard for me personally. I destroyed it a couple times and I had to find another ship like this, which I was lucky enough to find. Aim for it here. You can see you got the 4 generators right here, which will explode or at least catch fire, and will kill a lot of the power. You also have these 4 in the back right next to the engines, which is very nice. The nice thing is the 2 large engines are very well covered if you're in the ship. Not so great if you're attacking the ship. I found that the hardest part about attacking the ship is this ship really wanted to spin almost the entire time I was attacking it, which is a great tactic for staying alive. And I don't know if that was on purpose because it's a military one and it was using a tactic like that, or if it was just the AI doing its thing. Either way, it makes it a lot harder to attack and defeat just because of that fact. I wasn't able to aim for the engines as easily as I wanted. It took a while. I had to plan my shots carefully so I didn't hit the docking port up here, which was a real pain. So not a super easy ship to take, but definitely not the hardest one I've had to take. So that's kind of the inside. When you're being attacked, try to keep them away from this section right here because you've got your heat vents. On the next ship I review, I will talk about why it is so important to keep those things intact. I mean, I had a big issue with it, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to leave you just with a teaser. I'm not going to explain a whole lot in this video because I feel like it's more applicable to the one in the next ship review, the one I'll tease out at the end. I'll show you it just from the outside. Anyways, so this is kind of inside the ship. I think it looks nice. I don't know. As you can see, it's thick layer of armor, which makes it a lot harder to break through. So it does take a while to kind of beat down the armor of the ship and take it down. But it also means you last a little bit longer as a ship, which is nice. Overall, I think this is a great ship. It's a very great first military ship to have. I like the amount of room you have to get to all the components and fix major ones. Again, I'll talk more about that in the next ship review because of how important it was. But I mean, it just makes it so you can reach critical components and get yourself at least to a point to where you can limp back home. Maybe not go back and fight again, but you can limp back home fairly easily. When I was taking down a larger ship, I did have to repair the front docking bay right here in order to dock, which did take too long. Oh, I almost forgot. Another great thing is the cockpit is in the middle of the ship, guys. I can't begin to tell you how awesome that is. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but when my docking port is up here in the front, where they only have like a tiny bit of room that they have to punch through to get to me, it makes me so nervous that I'm just going to forget about it and die. It makes me feel so nice that I'm just like right here in the middle. Oh, it makes me feel great. But let's get to some fighting, and I'll talk more about the ship there. So let's skip to that. Wait, I forgot. Never mind. Before we do that, this is the sensor I was telling you about. Most of the ships, this like asteroid sensor, I guess you could say, only goes about 5 kilometers or kilometers. This one goes 7.2, as you can see, which is the largest one I think I've had yet. Don't quote me on that. But the next one I will be showing you is just one step further. But this is a fairly large sensor, which makes it very nice for traveling through asteroid fields. Let's skip to combat now. Okay, we have found ourselves a ship here. This ship should be no problem for us whatsoever. As you can see, for some reason, my shields don't seem to be actually there. Let's go up and look. It's really strange to me. Maybe I'm just having a glitch. Where am I getting hit at? Or maybe my shields are just regenerating fast enough to where I'm just not even noticing it. Also, my shields are just kind of invisible, but because I have 2 shield generators and I'm not fighting back, looks like my shield generators are regenerating fast enough. I must be having a glitch to where you can't see them, because I think you can normally see them. Anyways, that's a huge bonus. As you can see, I'm able to maneuver around the ship fairly well. I've got some decent guns on there, so I was able to destroy that front part pretty fast on the ship. I do like the fact that this ship feels like it reloads faster. I don't know if that's actually the case. I feel like because of its large generators it tends to reload faster, and of course maybe this time it won't. But it sure feels like it did compared to some of the other ships. I'm just trying to kind of show you some maneuvering that I'm able to do. Other than that, guys, I think this ship is just a really great ship to go for. I mean, not only does it look good, but it's a great fighting ship. It's, like I said, the very first real military one we've had that I've been able to show on this channel. And I think it lives up to its name as being a basic military ship in comparison to the other ones we've had. As you can see, just from that battle alone, you saw him firing multiple shots right here. I didn't take hardly any damage. But granted, he had some basic weaponry, but still, with the 2 shield generators, my shields were able to reproduce fast enough, or not take enough hit points to, or I should say recharge fast enough for me to almost take no damage. I took like no damage from that battle whatsoever. Obviously, that won't be the case against larger ships, but I mean, for raiding, that means you could be out raiding completely until you fill up all your cargo, which in some ships is hard to do, especially when you decide to take on some larger ships that will have better loot. I mean, really, other than that, guys, this was a great ship. As I'm flying back to my space station to hint at the next ship, obviously on this channel, I've been doing a lot of ship reviews lately, and I hope you guys are okay with that. I enjoy them, and I think you guys might enjoy them. And obviously, for people who are new to the game, will hopefully find them useful. Soon, I will be getting into building our own ships. I'm trying to make sure I have all my facts down, so I'm not telling you guys any lies about when I build them, like facts about the power and stuff like that. So that way, you guys, I'm not lying to you, and you guys can actually get the right information for how to build a ship. But until then, do you guys have anything you want to see? I'll probably do a video on trying to take down some smaller ships without destroying them, so you can actually have them. And I've got a couple of video ideas. Until then, obviously I'll have more ship reviews. I'll be talking about some other concepts of the game. But is there anything in particular you want to see? I'm not running out of ideas, but I just want to make sure I'm covering stuff you guys want to see. Here's a sneak peek of next ship review ship. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Oh, it looks so cool. And I really hope you guys watch that ship review because there's something crucial about the ship that maybe you already know and I'm just an idiot, but I found it aggravating that I didn't know that instantly, and I think it could be really useful for maybe some of you. So stay tuned for that one. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your support, and I hope you leave me some comments of things that I may have missed or just anything. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.